welcome to another Ask Nerida Joy video. We have Laila back with us today, and it was about 3.5 weeks ago we saw her. I have to say I saw her at work a few days ago, and I was so shocked when I saw her. She just had the one facial. She's been using her home care regimen. Her skin is so much firmer around her jaw area and so much brighter, and really about 8 years younger than it was when we first started. So I think just after one facial we did a really amazing job, and with her home care she's been really diligent. She told me she likes using all her stuff, but her skin is so much better. So we've taken some pictures that we're going to insert here where we started with Laila. And her skin is just, I mean, I'm looking at it now, her brown spots on the sides here of her face by her eyebrow are much lighter. The wrinkles around her eye area, which were, she has quite a lot of expression around her eye area, but even those have lightened up so much. And I'm just really impressed with what we've been able to do with her skin in such a short time. So her home care regimen, obviously very important for people, is what you do every single day on your skin. But one treatment and her skin just looks so much better. Even today, I'm looking at it, it just looks so much better. So we haven't even cleansed her skin yet, but her skin and around her eyes in particular is just, her jaw area is just so much better. Her brown spots are much lighter. Her forehead, I think even her forehead lines was something that was a concern to her, because she had said before that they're quite deep. But I even can see that they're not as deep as they were when we first started with her just 3.5 weeks ago. So I'm really happy with her skin. It looks really clean. Her pore size looks great. She doesn't have very much anyway. She just has a little bit on the very tip of her nose with the pores. Very minimal, next to nothing in the blackhead department, but just a really, really good, a much stronger skin than when we first started, a brighter skin, and we've definitely lessen the depth of those wrinkles. So I'm really happy. So we're going to get started here now. I'm going to use the milk cleanser on Laila today. And again, the purpose of having the models come back for you to see is just to see how quickly we can make a change for our client's skin. And that's what's so great, is that, once you do your treatment and you prescribe products to your client that are right for your client's skin, then the change can be seen so quickly. And whether it be that they are an acnetic skin or a more drier, more mature skin, you can really see change very quickly if you have them using the right products and they're being very diligent about doing their home care regimen. There's a lot you can do to make a big difference for people, to make them look more youthful, their skin look more pretty and dewy and healthy, and it's just it's really great to be able to do that. So we're just working in a little bit of the milk cleanser. It's cooler, it's winter over here right now, and we are working in just the milk cleanser as something, it leaves a little bit of a film on the skin, and for a drier skin, often that's really nice. So there are a lot of really nice cleansers out there, especially milk cleansers, some really nice oil cleansers and gel cleansers that are not foaming, because we don't want to be using anything foaming that dries the outer layer of the skin, and especially on a drier skin and in the winter months. So we were just working this into the skin. Now I have my disposable sponges, and we're just going to remove it. I like to work a lot with disposable things because you get to throw them away, and that means that you do not have to clean them and sterilize them, and it's nice to work with disposable items as much as you can. Now we don't need to do a strong exfoliation on Laila either, so her skin is not surface dry at all. I am going to do just a very light exfoliation, and I'm going to do it with a purifying mask. Now the purifying mask is a clay-based mask, but what's great about the purifying mask is it has a little bit of the papuan, the papaya enzyme. And what papuan does is it absorbs dead cells. So there are no granules, it's a very smooth mask, And we're using it as an exfoliation for Laila. It's, as I said, it's the winter months. You don't want to be using anything aggressive on the skin, but just to slough off anything that's any dryness on top is going to help allow the treatment products that I put on here after and treatment serums to be better absorbed. So we're just going to work it into the skin for a minute. I'm not going to let it dry on her skin, as I do want it to be an exfoliant just to absorb dead cells and have that, it has that buffing effect on the epidermis. So we just want to do a very gentle little light exfoliation on her. Now I'm big on massage, as you all know, and I will tell you a story that just recently I was at a meeting and there was a gentleman there who was 75 years old, and I said to him, "Your skin is amazing." And he said to me, "You know what I think why my skin is so great?" He said, "Since I was 17 years old, I have used an electric razor." And he said to me, "I shave my face every morning with this electric razor, and it takes me 7 minutes to shave my face." This is what he said. He was very specific about it takes 7 minutes for him to shave his face. And he said to me that he believes that it's the massaging movements with his razor that has kept his skin looking so good and so strong and healthy and hydrated and just really firm around his jawline. But he said he really believes it's the massaging of the 7 minutes with his electric razor. And I said, my point exactly. Massage is so important. So don't be afraid to massage your skin, and especially around your jaw and your neck area where the neck is a sensitive area. You want to really get in there and massage your treatment products, put your neck back, really work in your treatment products and do that massage because it's really important for your skin. So I'm going to remove the purifying mask here right now. Now remember, we've used the purifying mask as an exfoliant on Laila's skin today. It's not something that we want to let dry really hard on her skin, but it is a clay-based mask. So if you left it for 10 minutes, it would get very dry. And that's just not necessary. And if you watch my other videos, I talk a lot about I don't like to let masks dry. And that is mostly because I live in a very dry climate with very little humidity, which is here in Los Angeles. And most people are surface dry. So Laila's skin is not really surface dry, but again, it's a mature skin, and it's a thinner skin and a delicate skin, and it's a beautiful skin, but there's just no need to let anything dry or be aggressive with a scrub or anything that has granules in it. It's just not necessary for her to use it on her skin. So again, everything you put on your face, there's a reason, there's a purpose why you use a particular serum on your skin. And that's something that's important if you're an SD out there diagnosing or analyzing your client's skin, then it's important to be really sort of specific about what does your client's skin need and to prescribe accordingly. And if you're not an SD out there and you're looking at treatment products that you want to be using on your skin, identify what type of skin you have and then get the necessary ingredients and products, which often it is better to go to a professional SD to help you understand your skin and to understand what's really needed for your skin, because there's no point, you can spend a lot of money on products and sometimes it's actually just a waste. So you want to make sure that you're able to understand what's going on with your skin, understand what products are going to be really great for your skin, that's going to benefit your skin, and move on that. So we've taken off the purifying mask. We've taken off the purifying mask, and that was Laila's exfoliation. So her skin is really nice and clean. It looks beautiful. We're going to put again on our Q flavonoid. This has, again, it has the arnica, it has vitamin K, I think it has also a little bit of the vitamin P, but it also has a little bit of ivy. I think he's sort of added a few things over the years to make it better, and we have a really nice flavonoid product here that just helps support capillaries. It hydrates the skin. It's very good for sensitive skin, and most people today have sensitive skin just because of different treatments that they're doing on their skin, whether it be lasers or stronger aggressive treatments. It's just nice to use products that really support the little blood vessels and that help just support a sensitive skin. So I'm going to put a little bit on my hand, and I'm going to go back with a Q-tip, and we are going to put it all the way around Laila's eyes as well. So here we go. Here's my flavonoid on my Q-tip, and we're going to go right up around the eye area. And over top of this, I'm going to be putting an eye cream. Put it well around her lip. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to work it into the sides of the eyes there. Laila had a few more little brown spots up here on the side of the driver's side of her face. They've definitely lightened a lot since the first time we saw her, which was almost a month ago. So she's really protecting it and doing a really nice job, but I'm really happy with her eye area. It looks fantastic. So we have an eye cream, and I'm just going to put that over top of the Q flavonoid around Laila's eyes. Such a nice eye cream, this one. Okay. Now I could use a little bit of steam while I'm doing a massage on Laila. I'm going to massage in my hydrating mask again and just really help just support, but focus on doing some really good massage on her neck and just on her face in general. We were sort of working well around her jaw area. It's just a lot better, but we are going to do more today. So this is the massage cream, and I'm going to add a little bit of the massage oil to it. So we have a little bit of the massage oil, which has a little bit of the evening primrose in it. And I'm just adding that to my massage cream, and we're going to do a massage on Laila's skin now. As I said, we're sort of going to focus on the neck and the jaw area with our massage. Also make sure that you check your client's ear. On some people, especially when they have short hair, the ear has sun damage. So you want to make sure that your client is really being good about putting sunscreen on the ears, on the tops of the ears. And I've had several clients that have spent quite a lot of time in the sun over the years, either having their hair pulled back or with short hair, that end up with little skin cancers on their ears. So it's really important just around the top of the ear and down by the lobe that you make sure that you're checking that for your client, and remind them to use good sunscreen on their ears. Laila's eye area is so great. It looks really wonderful. She actually looks more than 8 years younger than 3 weeks ago. I'm going to say 12 years. Her skin is so healthy and it's so strong. It feels really, really good. Her levels feel really good, and they feel hydrated and strong and sturdy underneath. And that's really important for our future, to keep your skin strong and sturdy. She has a really good upper lip. Very few little vertical lines on her upper lip, which is terrific. So it's an area that's sometimes really hard to treat when someone has a lot of little vertical lines around the lip. And if they do, you want to make sure you're massaging this way, you're doing the long way, you're getting in the wrinkle. But in Laila's case, she has a really good upper lip. Very, very few, next to nothing in the line department there. Okay, so we've worked in some good, we've done a good massage here and just worked in some treatment products. Now just very lightly, I'm going to remove just the excess on the surface. I'm not going to take it all off completely. I am again going to leave just a very light film on her skin. I'm going to do a Fruit Complex number 1, which is an AHA, just to give her skin that pick-me-up. Because what AHAs do is they get to the fibroblast cells. And to keep a skin young and healthy and pretty and youthful, you have to get to the fibroblast cells. So just very lightly. Now this is my fruit complex number 1. You shake it up. A complex means it is a variety of your alpha hydroxy acid molecules. So it has glycolic in it, which is the smallest molecule. It has lactic, it has tartaric, it has malic, and it has citrus. And they're all in different molecular size and weight. And what's so wonderful about a complex is that it goes to different levels in the skin. So I always say that when you are working on the skin, it's like building a house, in that you need all your levels and your walls, your base, your walls, your roof. It all has to be strong and sturdy to have a strong, sturdy house. So it's the same with the skin. All your levels in your skin need to be strong and sturdy to keep your skin younger and more youthful as we age. So it's really important to have a complex. And the complex, as I said, that really helps benefit all the levels in the skin. So we're going to put that on Laila's skin. And I'm using a cotton round, and I'm just going to put it on the skin. And what I'm going to do is, she has one of her 11 lines that's a little bit deeper up here. So I am going to start on the forehead, and I am going to work it into the lines a little bit by patting it into the skin. And because the great thing with AHAs is not only is it good for wrinkles, it lightens brown spots, it helps with shrinking pore size, and it's good for the texture. So it lightens brown spots and any melasma. It firms and tones the skin. So it's doing all these wonderful things that are good. So we're just putting it all around on her face, and we're working it into the skin. And I'm going to be working it and rubbing it in. We're going to be doing a combination because, again, I want to get into the base of that gully of the wrinkle. So we want to make sure we are getting into the deeper part of the wrinkle and working it in there. I'm putting a little bit up on her eyelid as well, because up here is where she had a few brown spots. It's definitely a lot lighter than it was last time when I saw her, but still this area does get sun just under the eyebrow and on the brow bone there. So we want to make sure that we are treating that area as well, not getting the AHA onto the eyelid, but we want to get it up close, up just under the eyebrow and right on the eyebrow area. And we're putting it on her neck as well. I'm actually going to get another piece of cotton because I want to do her neck area really well. So we've got that up there. It's going to be a little bit stingy on Laila's, so I'm not going to leave it on a really long time, just a couple of minutes. And I've just got another cotton pad here, and we are going to put this around her neck. Now, an area that's important with the neck is a more sensitive skin, but you want to make sure, especially on the driver's side, you want to make sure that you're getting behind the ear and that you're really sort of getting down around this area here too, just above the collarbone, because it's an area that seems to get sun and that a lot of the time we just forget to protect it. So it's a really important area to be conscious of, to make your client conscious of putting sunscreen there by letting them know that it's important that they apply their sunscreen. But also for us Estes, when we're working on our client's skin, we want to make sure that we are addressing that area and treating it with our different treatment products. So we're just going to leave it on her a couple of minutes, and we are going to then remove it with some cool water. Now, one of the questions that I get asked a lot is about the Q-flavonoid is, do you wash it off at home? No, you do not. You leave it on the skin. I am constantly putting things on and taking them off here because, again, everything I do has a purpose, and I'm setting the skin up for the next step. So in a treatment, I'm doing many things coming on and off for a reason. And but at home, this product here, when you put it on, it stays on the skin. You do not wash it off. So we are now going to remove the fruit complex number 1. Now, I've only used a 25% on her, which our pH is a little bit lower. It's a 2.8, so it's a little bit stronger. It's probably equivalent to a lot of alpha hydroxy acids out there that are a 35%, but I'm going to take it off now. It's still going to be a little stingy on her skin once I remove it. And what I'm going to put on now is the healing gel. And I like to use the healing gel after I've done any of my alpha hydroxy acid treatments or peels or anything that is a little bit tingly on the skin. Even if I was doing the exfoliating mask, I like to do the healing gel after that as well, because the skin is a little bit stingy from the treatment product I just had on. And the healing gel is 98% aloe. So another question that I get asked is, well, could I just put the aloe leaf, break it open and put it directly on my face? And no, you can't. You can use that on your body. You can absolutely use an aloe leaf on your body skin. But on your face, if you're using certain treatment products, it's too strong and you can get a chemical burn. So it's very important that you are not putting the aloe plant leaf directly on the skin. Sometimes you might be okay, but for a lot of people, if you're using certain treatment products, it's going to burn your skin. So I do recommend not to do that. Okay, so we've got the healing gel on now. I'm going to prepare a mask to put on Laila's skin, and I'm going to do a collagen on her today. So we're going to prepare the skin, and we're going to break this cotton round in half because I do want to get the collagen onto her eyelid, because this is an area that if you are not protecting it, it's an area that's going to age. So you need to protect it. You need to put your sunblock there. You need to put your eye product in a complete circle around your eye. You definitely need to be putting it on the brow bone here and protecting it, protecting that area. So I want the mask to get up here under that brow bone. So we're going to make sure that it can reach it by just using a half round cotton ball. So this is my collagen firming mask, and I'm going to break this open. It's really nice and hydrating. So it again is something that feeds the skin, and I really like these masks. They are a professional item. They're very messy to try and do yourself at home, so they're definitely a professional item that your esties will be using. So we have the two powders together here in the bowl. Mix them together dry before you add the water. Okay, so I've added my water to the collagen mask, and now we just got to mix it like a cake. So I'm going to stand, and I'm going to apply it standing. I feel like I have more control when I'm standing to apply it. So I'm going to get it on here. Remember, we want it to be on that brow bone because we want to feed and nurture that area of the skin as well. Now onto the cheek. I'm going to get right up there on the sides of the eyes. So we have it on, and I'm going to put some gauze over top of it, and we're going to push down and just mold it to the skin. And then we're going to leave it on her skin for about 10 minutes. Now sometimes I just use tissue, and sometimes the gauze is a little bit thicker than tissue. So we're just going to tear that, and we're going to put it on like this. And then we're going to get another 4x4 gauze, and they're very stretchy, which is great because you can sort of really maneuver it and stretch it open like that. Stretch it, and then we're going to put this on the top here. This, and the same here on the neck. Okay, so we are going to leave that on her skin for about 10 minutes, and we'll be back to take it off soon. We're back here taking off Laila's mask. This was a collagen mask, so we're going to take it off now on one sheet. Go. Of course, we did happen to get a little bit in the hair, which is what we really want to try and avoid. But look how gorgeous her skin looks. So we're just going to take off the residue that's around the mouth. So it looks amazing, it feels amazing, and her brown spots are getting lighter. Her forehead, the lines on her forehead look so much lighter. They're almost half as deep as they were when I first started with Laila. So we're really doing a great job on her forehead. Around her eyes, I mean her eye area, there's next to nothing around the eye area. Her skin looks so terrific around the eyes. So I'm just going to put some product back into her skin now because it's the evening over here, and then she'll be going home to go to bed with what we put on. So again, we're going to put on our Q flavonoid because I use it all the time and I love it. And I'm sure you all know that. So here we go. It feeds the skin. It's such a great product. It also lightens brown spots, and it nourishes, it protects the little capillary walls, it stops leakage of the blood vessel walls. So as we get older, our skin gets thinner, so we want to make sure that we're always doing everything we can to protect it and keep our skin strong and sturdy. And I'm just going to, I want to really put emphasis on, a lot of people forget to put product up on this under the brow bone here, so we just want to really put emphasis on just really helping this area, because Laila's skin is so great everywhere that we want to make sure that she's really taking good care of this upper area here on her eyelids and up on just under the brow bone. So we're just working in that Q flavonoid there too. Now on the eyelid, I'm actually going to be patting. I don't want to be rubbing it too much up here, so we're just going to pat it in very gently up there, but you always want to make sure that you're putting your product on your eyelid as well, because that area of the skin is very thin and you want to hydrate it, keep it hydrated. You don't want to oversaturate. Of course, you don't want to get anything into the eye, but you do want to make sure that you've got some stuff on there that's really sort of helping the skin. Okay, so we've got our eye cream again here, and we're just going to put that again in a complete circle around the eye. This is a really nice, nourishing eye cream. And for a lot of people, if you have a little puffiness and dark circles, I often recommend using the gel at night time and then use your cream, your eye cream in the day, so that you're getting the benefits of both. You're really helping the darkness and the puffiness by using a lot of the gels, especially the one that I work with here is really great for dark circles and puffiness. And then you also get the benefits of the nourishing eye cream during the daytime. Now I have Laila on the Regimen Plus line, which is a little bit different. It looks a little bit different in color, and we have her using that as her day and her nighttime regimen. Her cleanser, her eye products are all the Regimen Plus. So she has the Q flavonoid as well. She's got the serum. She's using the vitamin C serum in the daytime, and we have her just using that to support her skin underneath. And the one thing about a vitamin C serum, which I don't always talk a lot about, but vitamin C is great because it aids as an extra sun filter. And if someone has a few little brown spots, sometimes that's really nice because it aids in lightening. So I like the vitamin C serum very much. So she's using that in the daytime. She's got her Vital Day she's putting on over top of that, the Vital Day moisturizer, then her sunblock. She's got her eye cream she's using, and then her nighttime regimen again is a Regimen Plus with the Q flavonoid underneath it. So we've finished Laila's treatment now, and her skin looks fantastic. And I'm really, really happy with her skin. I'm actually was really surprised with how quickly I saw results with Laila's skin just after one treatment before. So I'm looking forward to seeing her come back again. We're going to just sort of wait a little bit on her treatment. She's got her products for her home care regimen, but I'm going to have her come back again in a couple of months, and I would like to see how much better her skin is going to be, because we're constantly working on lightening the brown spots, we're working on that eye area and just the tone in her skin. So we'll have her come back to have another look at her skin in a couple of months, and just see how she's doing, how much better she's doing in that time. So again, thank you so much for joining us for another Ask Nerida Joy video. Laila, thank you so much for coming in tonight, and we will be back to see you all again soon. Bye-bye.